Good morning, great dear friends and lovers of freedom all over the world. You are welcome to Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. And my name is Kumawe Tarinemi. And I will advise that you welcome somebody by your side and ensure that you are not listening to this gospel alone. Ensure that somebody somewhere is able to get the message just as you are getting the message. Share this message as much as you can. Share this gospel and spread it as much as you can. Very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. This is Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. I am your host. My name is Kumawe Tarinemi. And today we are going to be handling some very sensitive and important topics, or a topic rather. We are going to be handling a topic that is very sensitive and very, very important. And because of that, we must pray as it is our custom to do so. Let us pray. Oh, Gonomokiri Motemeda, Woyengi na way, Ayiba, we worship you. For there is no one else like you in all the heavens and in all the earth. We bless your name, we praise you. For you alone is God over the whole earth. For you are the creator. Temarao, you are the creator. Lord, we thank you for our leader, Mazen Amdekano. We thank you for the IPOB movement, the movement for the indigenous people of Biafra. And everyone that is doing their best and putting their all with all sincerity to ensure that Biafra land is free forever. We ask that you preserve our leader, keep him safe and strong, even though he is in the hands of the enemy. That you protect him and guide him. Keep his health sound beyond everything. Lord, we pray for the Eastern Security Network and all the young men that are in our forests, chasing all the terrorists and defending our land, and see to it that our land is free from harassment of terrorists and unnecessary deaths and fear. Lord, we ask that these ones shall continually get all that they desire and all that they need to be able to accomplish this task. Lord, we pray that anyone from anywhere that has distinguished himself for evil and not for good, that has taken bribe and believe in the bribe, and everyone that has separated themselves and given their lives so that our land will be doomed and more of our people will die. Lord, we ask that these ones shall continue to go down. They shall continue to reduce in strength and ability until they are destroyed forever. For Biafra land is a holy land, and anyone that is not holy must be destroyed from Biafra land. All those politicians and those they lure and those that love them and those that love the evil that they do, one by one may they all receive their punishments in this life and in the world to come. All this we pray in the name of Tamara Ayiba Chukokika Biama Ogene Abasi Ise more power. So we must proceed. In case you're just joining us, this is Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast, under the auspices of Radio Biafra London. And the time right now is 17 minutes past the hour of 10 in the Holy Land of Biafra. Our topic today says, divide and conquer, defeat resource control. Divide and conquer, defeat resource control. Now, this topic is actually telling you the aim and the desire of our enemies. The aim and the desire of our enemies. In the 1960s, when the enemies came and killed us in numbers and forced us to go back home and begin to understand that Nigeria is not for us and will never be for us, and for us to begin to remember that we are Biafrans and we can never have an artificial nation created by man with people that were never like us. The fact that you share the same skin color with certain people does not mean that you are alike. We have no similarities with the Fulani. We're entirely different nations, entirely different peoples. See, one thing people do not understand is that there are certain things that characterizes certain kinds of people. There are certain foundational ideologies. For instance, look at Europe. Turkey is actually Europe. Turkey is Europe. But Turkey is not part of the European Union. Why is Turkey not part of the European Union? Because Turkey does not flow with the ideology of the rest of Europe. They don't share the same ideology. They are not the same kinds of people. Russia is Europe. Forget the fact that they say Eastern Europe and Northern Europe and all of that. Russia is Europe. But Russia do not share the same ideology with Western Europe. So Russia cannot be part of European Union. Do not forget that European Union is made up of many nations. And as it is right now, European Union is like a country of our own. How can you have Russia in the European Union? Even though the United States of America is far away in land and Russia is just close, United States of America and Western Europe can actually have a synergy and form something that is called NATO. That is to tell you, if they were close on land, maybe somehow, maybe the United States could have also been part of the European Union. If the United States are the ones occupying the space that Russia is occupying, definitely the United States would have been part of the European Union. Why? Their ideologies blend. Even Africa. Even Africa. Not all Africa ideology blend. We can be Africans, but there are two major ideologies in Africa. Two primary ideologies in Africa. The Islamic ideology and the indigenous African ideology. These are the two major ideologies in Africa. So, if you sum up the whole of Africa and put the whole of Africa together and be expecting that they will be thinking for themselves and be original to themselves, you may not be able to get a perfect understanding amongst the people. I'm talking about the whole of the African continent. Even though we are all Africans, we have certain ancient things to share, but those that are Islamic, the Islamic, those countries, let me not call them Islamic states, but those countries that have Islam as their major ideology in Africa, those countries most of the time will find it difficult to flow with countries that their major ideology is indigenous African. Let us forget Christianity. Christianity doesn't have hold in Africa. Christianity in Africa, it doesn't have a major ideology. The African culture still hold the major ideology. Christianity till now have not been able to primarily break the African indigenous culture. We still know we are Africans. We still have connection to our roots. So for those that will be looking at the rest of Africa, that Christianity have spread and all of that, Christianity have taken over the ideology is not true. But the places like in North Africa and some of these West African countries that are majorly, that Islam have been there for donkey years before Europeans came, Islam is part and parcel of their ideology. But on the African continental relationship level, there is a way we can have an understanding amongst ourselves and keep our differences. But not when you bungle us together and say that we are one country and we have to do everything together. Obviously, that's not possible. That was the first thing that Britain had to design. Knowing what I am telling you now, Britain had to create something that would be difficult to destroy. That provided you continue together, provided this thing they designed called Nigeria continue together, you will never get it right for yourselves. Look at the Fulani. All they are doing is for Britain. They are just working for Britain, even though it's in the guise that they want to colonize everywhere for themselves and all of that. At the end of the day, those enjoying it are just their elites. Or are they supposed to be called elites? Just the criminals that control them. They're just those criminals, those politicians that control them. They are leaders. They are the ones that enjoy all the oil wells and all of that. Their people are still in abject poverty. What their people are supposed to be enjoying It's Britain that is taking everything. So even if we allow Fulani to colonize everywhere, Fulani will still not be able to kick Britain out of the zoo. Because they don't have the means. They don't have, you cannot, it is not by power to take Britain off your land. It's not by power, it's by wisdom. Because Britain used wisdom, they used brain to colonize this place. For you to be able to take it back from them, it is with brain. Britain did not use military might. That is why military might will not win them. It is brain, wisdom. Numunime. That is what you use. Igbo will say akonuche. And Fulani does not have it. They don't have it. So they cannot chase Britain away. If they like, let them conquer everywhere. Everything will just be for Britain. Because Britain will continue to use them. So, divide and conquer. Defeat resource control. You know, I think in my previous broadcast, I took time to teach the history of the resource control movement in the coast. What some of our people have not gotten to understand is that the ideology of the people in the coast, okay, generally, the ideology of the people of the hinterland of Biafra is Biafra. Total freedom. Biafra. Nothing else. The ideology of the people in the coast is resource control. That is why if the zoo trick them one way, trick them one other way, I'm talking about majority, not some of us that our eyes are open. We know that the only way to get anything that you want is Biafra. But on a normal level, just an ordinary man that moves on the streets, the primary ideology is resource control. Because that is the message that has spread grassroots for long, that many people have died for in recent times. Resource control is the average mindset of most of the people in the coast. I hope you can still hear me. It's raining. It's raining here, and it's just it's a normal thing. So I hope the rain is not disturbing, or the sound of the rain is not disturbing. So, as I was saying, that is just it. The average mindset of the people in the coast is resource control. And that is why when those that fought for resource control in the zoo and all of that, when they were fighting for resource control, they did not say whether they need this resource control in Nigeria. They did not say whether they need this resource control in Biafra. They did not say whether they need this resource control in what the zoo called Niger Delta, or in whatever form. What they said they need is resource control. However this resource control would come, we will have it. It doesn't matter the name of whatever country. Resource control is what we want. Resource control. That is the definition of an average person in the coast. That is his own definition of freedom. That is why some of them, when you tell them that they need freedom from Nigeria, they don't understand you, because all they know they need is resource control. That is why some of them still think that maybe with restructuring they will have freedom, because their definition of freedom is resource control. But most of our people in the hinterland knows that the definition of freedom is total cut off from the zoo, from the human creation called Nigeria. So, why I am saying that the divide and conquer that the zoo is trying to do in the coast now, they want to defeat the purpose of resource control. That resource control that all of you have been fighting for, that is what you're standing for, they want to defeat it. Resource control, like some of us have discovered, is only possible when you are the one giving yourself. You want to control your resources. You have to be free for yourself. Not when you're begging somebody, and today you're begging Britain, tomorrow you're begging Fulani, next tomorrow you're begging Yoruba, you're begging this one. It is when you are free for yourself, when you have your own say to your land, that is when it is only you that can give yourself resource control. Nobody will give you. Nobody. Who do you think will give you resource control? Somebody that is oppressing you will now give you ability to control your resources and control your land and control your destiny. And if they do that, why do they need you? Do you think the Fulani man loves you? Do you think Nigeria is one because the Fulani man loves everybody? If they have their way, they will eliminate you and be the ones that will directly own that land and own the waters. Have they not been trying to do that? Waterways build. Every day we are fighting, protesting. Why not cut off entirely, boom, and let it be over? And because some of you are thinking that this thing is what you will get small. If I thought you want to get anything small, go for the gold. And what is the gold? Entire freedom. Total freedom. Total emancipation. Total freedom is the gold. That is the gold. That is the only gold. Not jumping from one, listen, let us do it halfway. And before you know it, you're in bed with your enemies. Like what is happening with Tom Polo. Tom Polo accepted 4 billion plus. 4 billion plus to secure the land for Fulani, to guide all the oil pipeline and all the gas pipeline for Britain. Because why is this is a man that was governor of Bayelsa State, Timipre Silva. While he was governor of Bayelsa State, he was busy killing our people with Famutangbe. For those who don't know what Famutangbe means, it means to beat and to waste. Famu is to beat. Tangbe is to waste. To throw it away. That's the security outfit that Timipre Silva created in Bayelsa. They are doing exactly what the Bubuagu, they were doing exactly what the Bubuagu is doing in the hinterland. Famutangbe. From their name, it was evil name. Famutangbe, to beat and to flush out. And it wasn't the evil ones, so they were flushing out everybody, the youths and everyone. This same man is the one now that is now working to conquer his people. Working assiduously with the Fulani, with the enemies of our land, to conquer our land. It is while this man is Minister for State for Petroleum that Fulani changed everything, and now the zoo now controls 97% of the resources, and 97% goes to the zoo. Everything. Only 3% go to those on whose land they are getting it. 97. They have taken it all. Initially, they used to have 13. They have taken 10. Remaining 3. And it is Timipre Silva's time. Okay? It is his time. Now, Timipre Silva has gone further to cause division, to divide and conquer. By giving Tom Polo that contract, they have sealed the mission to divide and conquer our people. Initially, the way they were doing it, even though it was a bribe to keep them, just keep them occupied until we are ready to fully conquer them. That was the mission. So they were giving them those contracts independently, not centrally. They have been giving them pipeline contracts. Today is not, they didn't just start giving them pipeline contracts. They've been giving them pipeline contracts individually. That's why you see the protests. It's because they've been giving them, but now they have centralized it. The purpose of centralizing the pipeline contract is to divide them so that they will pound against themselves and fight. So that, because the zoo cannot fight all the former freedom fighters that have sold out, that are now pipeline contractors. The zoo cannot unleash war against all of them and fight all of them. The zoo cannot do that. So what they did was to choose the ones they can fight and bribe the ones they can bribe. And who are the ones they can fight? The ones in Bayelsa. Amagbe, they chose to fight Amagbe because they could fight him. Then the others, they could bribe them. Easy work. So bribe Tom Polo, then others will begin to fight those that are, because most of these people, almost all of them, they are making their money from the same oil bunkering. The people that they are saying, stop oil bunkering, most of them are doing the oil bunkering. And the government knows them. All of them, they are doing the oil bunkering. That's what they are using to survive, to sustain themselves. They are the ones doing the oil bunkering. So they now say, okay, because you're doing oil bunkering, now we'll now give you contracts. So when they give them the contracts to stop oil, they may now stop their own and now begin to attack other people that are doing it. And the other people will say, we don't want to stop, so we'll fight. And that's why around the axis of Brutu, seems like there were some people that were stubborn to Tom Polo. They refused to leave their oil bunkering deals and they were attacked. It's on people, but 30 of them were killed. And that thing is not going to stop. It's going to continue. And those that are challenging, at the end of the day, they may have to challenge themselves. So, at the end of the day, what do you have? Division. The people are now divided. They have lost focus. They will now put all the weapons they have acquired to fight against themselves, use all their energies, all their strength. By the time they are able to defeat themselves, those that are remaining will now be too few to face the forces of the Nigerian Army, Nigerian Air Force, Nigerian Police, Nigerian Navy, and very, very importantly, the Fulani terrorists that are coming from the Sahel. They're already there. The other day, I taught you, I exposed what they are doing and how they are being protected in Bayelsa oil palm. I told you what they are doing there, how they are being protected. How Serake Dixon gave them that space. And they are expanding. Large space, they are expanding there. While they are expanding there, brothers are killing brothers. Your enemies are just in your land waiting for you to reduce your army. Because it is your brothers that are your army. When the push comes to shove, every man will go back home and defend his land and defend himself. No man wants to die like a coward. Why is Amagbe fighting back now? Because he's fighting for his life. When the enemy comes for everybody's life, when everybody is available, everybody will be there to fight for their life. So your brother being alive is your own security. It's your own security. But when your enemies pay you and deceive you and say, okay, now you are saying, like if you listen to Tompolo, you would think what he's saying is very reasonable. It sounds very reasonable. He said that he wants to ensure that there is no bunkering, illegal bunkering, which it is a good idea. It is a good thing to stop illegal bunkering on his own land, on his Sekiri land, Robo land, Igbo land, Ibibio land, and all of that. Okay, stop illegal bunkering. It's good. It's a good thing. That's why when Wike was doing, Wike is already a governor. He's working for the zoo. It's clear. He's not a freedom fighter. So I never had any issues with what he was doing. He was doing a good work, trying to stop those illegal bunkering. And from reports I'm getting from Iguacha is that that suit that were spreading all over Iguacha has stopped because of the work that Wike did. It was a good one. Now, that is the same thing that Tompolo is saying he wants to do and all that. There's no problem. But the problem there is, who are the beneficiaries? Our people do not have jobs. Our people don't have anything. The oil would not enjoy it. Yes, what they are doing is illegal, is wrong. I don't support it. I don't support anything illegal. It's wrong. Illegal bunkering, illegal oil bunkering is wrong. And it is polluting our land. We are the ones suffering it even more than the zoo. But is that the best solution? By declaring them criminals and going after them and killing them, is that the best solution? Is that what the Fulani are doing to their own people? You accepted 4 billion naira to help Fulani clear your brothers and ensure that Fulani have easy access to take our oil and our gas and give to Britain and the rest of the world and make money for themselves. But Fulani can give you 4 billion to take care of how many states? To take care of many states, whether the 9 states, I don't know the coverage. But from what he said, it seems it's about 4 or 5 states. Now, if Fulani will give you this money to take care of these states, Fulani have given something bigger to build ranches for their terrorists. It's in the news. It was in the news yesterday that the Fulani government of the zoo called Nigeria, which they refer to as the federal government, which there is nothing federal about it, they gave 6.2 billion, 6 billion plus. They released 6 billion plus naira for ranches to be built in Katsina State. Government is releasing money for personal businesses. I thought cattle rearing was personal businesses of individual people. Why would government be paying for it? Why is the government not approving what do they call? Why is the government not approving these people that are doing oil bunkering? Go to them, access them, and build modular refineries. They already have the experience, even though it is illegal. All you just need to do is to train them. When you make provisions, then you can go after them and kill whoever refuse to follow the right process that will not cause pollution in the land. Modular refineries. That is the solution. The solution is not about going into the creeks and killing them. Going there to kill them is not the solution. Modular refineries. With modular refineries, the people at least will have some level of contribution. And they will be able to do business on their own land, on their own resources. And the government will lose nothing. And the people will lose nothing. And everything will be fine. Start modular refineries. Approve it. Let them apply for modular refineries. If you know you have the experience, you have this, apply. We do training in every community. Any community that have oil, we go there, we do training. We train the people on how to operate the modular refineries. If government can release money for cattle rearing, that is not giving anything particularly to Nigeria. It is only those individuals that are doing those businesses that are making money. It's not affecting the economy of the zoo. If they can do that, why don't they invest in modular refineries and allow the indigenous people to handle these modular refineries and only supervise them to ensure that they do not go against the safety standards, the international standards. And at the end of the day, everybody will be safe and everything will be fine. But no, they don't want that. That's not what they want. That is not what they want. All they want is total control. That is what they want. Total control is what they want. They don't want modular refineries. They want to take over the land. So this is just a strategy to ensure that they defeat resource control. And the likes of Tompolo and the others are the people that actually stood and was fighting for resource control. So all those people that fought for resource control, they want to ensure they defeat them. They want to ensure they destroy them. That is the goal. That is the goal. You know, I told you that Britain used wisdom. They used very, very few soldiers because they didn't have enough number to conquer wide place such as Africa or even West Africa. They don't have enough number. Compared to our number, they are very few. Britain used King Jaja Vopobo and some other his own kings and the army to fight Ashanti Kingdom of Ghana. In Southern Africa, they use Zulu to fight off other people, and they just pitch the people against themselves. Use this one to conquer this, and afterward come back. You know, there was, concerning this Tompolo issue, there's a place I was discussing it. Somebody was saying, and I was telling them that what is happening right now, what they are using Tompolo to do, at the end of the day, they will still create a problem between Tompolo and the zoo called Nigeria, and they will come back after Tompolo when Tompolo has defeated every other person standing on their way. Is that not what they are doing to Amagbe? In Bayelsa, they use Amagbe. All the other strong people there, they use Amagbe to defeat them. Gave Amagbe all the weapons. Supplied him lots of weapons. They used him to defeat all those other people. Amagbe became the king of kings of Bayelsa. How far today? He's running away. The same strategy. Was that not how they chased King John of Opobo and poisoned him? The same strategy. The problem is that we have not learned. We don't read history. We don't learn from history. We don't learn from anything. The same Tompolo, his father was killed by the same people that he's working for. And you see Tompolo saying that it is work. It is work. How can you be saying such a thing? How can you be saying it is work? How? It is work. Working for your enemies? Or have you forgotten that these people are your enemies? They are your enemies. It is not work. It is not work. You have sold out. Who are you working for? Fulani and Britain. Why did Britain put their effort on this? Britain need gas. I told you earlier when I taught you on pepper and gas, the history of pepper and how it is related to gas. It was because of pepper that they conquered the whole world. They went all over the world looking for pepper. Today, because of gas, they are going all over the world. And I told you that they will come to Biafra land, and now they are here. The contract of Tompolo and the mission to disorganize the people and conquer everybody is because of gas. They don't need anything to interrupt gas. They need total control of the gas and pipe it to Morocco so that from Morocco they can be serving Europe. It is Britain that is behind the division. It has always been their system. It has always been their gain. But the fact is that we are foolish. We are foolish. And it's a pity that we are foolish. Since the day that our people accepted amnesty, once you accept amnesty with the zoo, you are gone, you are finished. Once you agree with the zoo to do anything you want to do with the zoo, on the basis that you're a freedom fighter, you have guns, and all of that, we now want to come to an understanding. Anything that is not for the people, anything that is for you, like Tompolo is saying, it's a job. They are giving you job on the basis that you are holding guns. And they are giving you job. Anything that looks in that manner, it is you selling your people out. Of course, security is local. You have to be the one to do it. But what you should have told them before accepting that, you should have told them that they should approve of modular refineries. If you had told them that before accepting that contract, I would have seen it quite reasonable. But it's not too late. It's not too late. While you are already at the contract, of course you have to do the work. They've already assigned you for the work. You can tell them that for you to have success in this work and for your people not to hate you, because we are beginning to see you for who you are, that you're just there for the money. For your people not to hate you, they have to ensure that they approve of modular refineries. But of course, the zoo will not agree. They will not do it. They will not do it. While INC are going about trying to, according to them, trying to get referendum for Izon Republic, or be Ijo Republic as they will call it. Our name is not Ijo. Our name is Izon. That's the one that have meaning in our language, Izon. Just like British people used to call Igbo, Igbo. It is Igbo, not Igbo. Igbo doesn't mean anything. So, The INC trying, going out, going to court every day. While INC is doing all that, the zoo knew that the confidence that INC had, that if the worst come to the worst, their youths will be there to stand by them. When I say youth, I don't mean IYC. IYC are politicians. They had confidence that people like Tom Polo are behind them. If you listen to the speech of the INC president, you will say that he doesn't approve of that contract entirely. He's just saying that, okay, it's not a bad idea, but it's not all that is needed. That is what he's saying. That is to tell you that there is a disagreement. So the Fulani has actually sealed that movement. That all those things you're going to do in the court, that's why they were postponing it, so that they will have time to disorganize the people that will fight for you. So now, while the people are fighting for themselves, will you be there going to talk about referendum for a Joe Republic? Who is going to listen to you? Because they know that you no longer have the grassroots. You no longer have the grassroots. The day that INC told their lawyer to go there and talk rubbish against Biafra, that was the day they lost it. That was the day they lost it. You thought you want to prove something. What are you proving? That was the day you lost it. That was the day they knew that you are empty. You have no followers, you have nobody. But you know me, whenever you do what is right, I will tell you you're doing what is right. Whenever you do what is wrong, I will tell you to your face that what you are doing is wrong. I will tell you to your face that what you're doing is wrong. So for those that are just joining us, our topic says divide and conquer, defeat resource control. The purpose is to defeat resource control. It's to defeat resource control. That agitation for resource control, defeat it, kill it, let it die. But one thing is this: resource control can never be gotten in the zoo. That is the blunt truth. Sometimes we can be harsh, but when you want to say the truth without looking at anybody's face, you definitely will sound harsh. You can never get resource control in the zoo. It is only with Biafra that you can get resource control. If you like, hate me for saying it. If you like, love me. I don't care how you feel. But the truth is the truth. Resource control can only be gotten in Biafra when we have access to our own land. When we are the ones that determine what happens on our land. Resource control can only be gotten by a free man. It is only free men that have resource control. How can a slave claim authority to land? Have you ever seen a slave that have land? There is no slave that have land. No slave have land. Any man that have land is not a slave. There is no slave that have land or territory. How can you lay claim to territory as a slave? Now, because some of you do not understand, of course, the territory is ours. The land is ours. But officially speaking, it's not ours because the zoo owns everything. The zoo owns everything. And why is it, officially speaking, why are we slaves to the zoo according to the zoo structures and system? Is because that power that the zoo have over us, we didn't give it to them. That is why we are asking for referendum for Biafra. We want to give the power of our land to Biafra. When you give the power, you can take the power when you want to because you gave it. It is yours. You only gave it to the government in trust. Say, okay, we are all living together, then this power should be centralized so that one person will not use his own power over another person and try to take that person's power. So the government is given power. Everybody collectively give the government power over themselves. Collectively. That is a free state. That is a free country. Those are free people. But when the power was forcefully collected and the power is being exercised over you, you are a slave. Britain forcefully collected this power. And that power is still with Britain. They are still using it to run the zoo. In alliance with Fulani, of course. The power is not yours anymore. Even though originally you are the owner of the land. But the power over your land is not yours. Even the power over your life is not even yours. That is why they can kill our people in numbers and nothing will happen. Nobody will go to court. Nobody will be arrested. Nobody will be jailed. Go to the United States and kill a citizen of the United States and see what will happen. Why? The power belongs to the people. And the government is only holding the power of the people on the consent of the people. All the states, apart from the initial 13 states of America that fought against Britain and got their freedom, the remaining states that completed 50 states in the United States, all of them came into that union by referendum. They all voted to be part of the United States. They came into that union by referendum. So their freedom is theirs. Their freedom belongs to them. Till tomorrow. The government is only holding and managing their freedom for them. Is that the same case you have with the zoo? That you're doing a contract for them and giving them everything. All access. So the oil will flow. And you take peanuts. You take crumbs. And you're happy. Meanwhile, with the same time they are giving you 4 billion, they are giving Katsina, the terrorists in Katsina, 6 billion plus. 6.2 billion. They gave you 4 billion for about 4 states. Katsina is only 1 state. They gave them 6.2 billion. They are the ones that started the trouble. They are still the ones killing people. For killing people, they gave them 6 billion. But they gave you 4. And the money from which they gave those people 6 billion is your own. The money from which they gave you 4 billion is your own. Are you not a fool at the end of the day? What we need is total freedom. We don't need to be jumping around. You know, I am taking my time saying all these things repeatedly because it grieves me. Because I know that more lives of his own people are at stake. Tompolo was saying there, they will go to communities, talk to the communities, let people stop. Of course, there are some people that do not want problems. Some of them will stop. But we know that there are many of them that will not stop. They will face whatever comes. And they will die. And some Tompolo men will as well die. All those deaths are unnecessary. The same men, if they were giving access, before you criminalize something, you have to ensure that you have covered all the loopholes. If they were giving access to modular refineries, the same people probably would have come out and joined in doing the modular refineries and ensure that the land is safe, everything is safe. And don't we even need the modular refineries? Everyday fuel scarcity. Don't we need the modular refineries? Every day it is expensive. Don't we need the modular refineries? With modular refineries, we may even stop importing. The zoo will stop importing. Well, they don't want all those things to stop. It's their money. They make money from all that. There are certain things that would never happen in Biafra. Would never allow it to happen. All those, after accepting amnesty, all of them went and they started to engage them. Those that have gone to join Ibubago, and do you expect such people to still come back? If ever there was a time they were fighting for Biafra restoration, do you expect such people to still come back to fight for Biafra restoration? They are already gone. They are finished. But one thing that Britain doesn't know is that Biafra land is sacred. Tamara always have men. If 10 million men sell out, there will still be 10 million more to fight for the restoration of Biafra. If you think everybody have taken bribe, you have bribed everybody is lost. There are still people that are unbribable. There are still people that will rise. Did you anticipate the coming of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Of course you didn't. Did you anticipate the coming of IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra? Of course you didn't. Did you anticipate the Eastern Security Network? Of course you didn't. You thought you had bribed all the politicians. You had bribed all the people you knew. You had everybody under your control. But you can never have the spirit of Biafra under your control. And provided you do not have the spirit of Biafra under your control, you can never have Biafra under your control. Biafra land is sacred. Anyone that is not pure will be wiped out. Doesn't matter who wipes them out. It is certain that they will be wiped out. But we must do the exposure. Everybody have their duties. My duty is to be the voice of Tamara, to tell the people what is to come, and what should be. And that is the work that we are doing. And on my duty, there's nothing you can do. You cannot stop us. You cannot stop me. I will continue to do the work that I'm called to do. And those that are called to face you in battle will also do the work that they are called to do. But the fact remains that at the end of the day, Biafra land will be free. And our freedom is handy. We no longer count months, we count days. At this juncture, I'll be opening the lines so that those who want to call will be able to call in and give their own contribution to today's program. The lines are open and you can call. But before you do that, I will have to announce the numbers to call for those that may not have the number already. The numbers to call on Signal is +45 71 64 5962. The number to call on Signal is +45 71 64 5962. The number to call on WhatsApp is +48 73 96 45 829. The number to call on WhatsApp is +48 73 96 45 829. Then you can also call us on Skype. The Skype ID is Radio-Biafra VOC. VOC is in capital. Radio-Biafra. With that, you can call us and give your contribution to today's program. So those are the numbers to call. Those are the numbers to call. The lines are open. The lines are open. And better, the earlier you call, the better it will be for everyone. The earlier the calls start coming, because most of the times at the end of the day, some people will be calling after the program is done. And it's not a very good thing. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from. And please, you have 3 minutes for your contribution.
Yeah, hello, good morning, Parilemi.
Yeah.
Our great African rep, my ministry remain Mazin Dode JP Biafra from Olo province of Biafra land, Gavenging here in United Kingdom. Mazin, I thank God for your life. My royalty still remains with Mazin Namdekalo and the DOS. So therefore, I thank you all, wherever you may be. I'll say, let us continue to move forward. Only for me not to waste your time, I want to comment on what you are saying about this Niger Delta or something. And I pray that the posterity will not forget you for what you are doing to sanitize the land. That very place you need a lot of work to be done. I can't even imagine how come somebody will be taking contract from somebody he's supposed to give contract. I can't imagine how somebody will come to your farm, your own farm, and tell you that he's going to pay you for you to take care of this very farm. It is absurd, it is abnormal. They are not doing it on their own accord. It is very, very annoying that because of these people, the Bible says, because of you Jews, the Gentiles make mockery of us. Because of these people, that's why the Fulani have the audacity to make noise in the Gulf of Guinea, in Biafra land, in the coastal area, even in the hinterland. They are claiming they have everywhere. Does it mean that these people who this pipeline contender, does it mean that they are not hearing what is happening? That Fulani said that they own everywhere, that it is their grandfather's estate. Why will somebody who came from nowhere, all of a sudden they are now the master of the house? Somebody that's supposed to be a slave, somebody that's supposed to serve them, and now they are serving them. They are just trying to eat the crumb from the table. It is not good. We are not going to take it. Finally, I want you to continue to energize these people, to tell them that the evil man is not their friend. All of us are the same thing. We are not going right from time. The idea of evil man is not to go and conquer or go and take another person's decision. We are naturally enterprise, and we want our neighbors to have that mindset that we want to liberate ourselves from the shackles of the Nigerian British incursion in that very land. Why? What motivates me to call now is because what you said, that they can never get the resource control from their enemy. They will not get the resource control without freedom. And that is exactly what happened. They are going to get the resource control. They will control their resource. That's what Mazin Namdekalo told everybody. That every people, all the people have to manage whatever that is in theirs. So as that very place will develop. So for me not to waste time for others to call, I thank you and God bless you. And may you continue to bless you and your family and your co-hosts as we continue to struggle to get our freedom. All hail Biafra.
Biafra will heal thee. Thank you very much. God bless you. That's a wonderful contribution. We must continue. And let me see. Our brother Isaiah Oba was trying to call in. Let me see if I can bring him in. Hello, Mazi Isaiah Oba. Good morning from here and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Hello, Mazi. Are we having network issues? Seems there's network issues on the side. I'll have to take other calls and bring him back in later. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Yes, my African rep, can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you loud and clear.
My African rep, Udo Chukwu Kikabiama. Chineke nke eluigwe dogwa nwere ụwa niile. May his peace be unto you.
You see?
And you will see your fatherland.
You see?
Biafrans all over the world. Udo Chukwu Kikabiama dịrị niile.
we are Biafrans. Biafrans, listen. Don't make this project, it's a divine project. Don't make it difficult for DOS and the Chike Dozem. Oh, nobody should try to do that. Let us be reasonable and know that we are fighting to be free. And the Chike Dozem, nobody can be like him. And he has the DOS with him. If you want to belong to opposition, come out. Show yourself, then you are already gone. But you want to be in the position which is IPOP, this platform. DOS and DDTK Dozem, then you are safe. It's a common sense. And Biafrans all over the world, divide and conquer, bend, take resource and control. And that is exactly what we are into. They can hate us, they can degrade us, but we must be free. That's the clip that they used to play. They want to hang that man, and that man told them that they can hurt them, they can degrade them, no matter what. But they must be free. That more people are coming. Okay, salute the weekend. All of you get prepared. We want to see our leader, Mazen Nadekan, unconditional release. Yeah, in Biafra land. 7 days. So that all people will prove to us that we are Biafrans and our leader. Yes, already none of you will stay in this land. Nobody will save you people on this earth. Mark it down. And this message that it is coming out of this, before the this message, let it be a direct one to the whole world. Don't joke with it. It is a direct message from this God that owns this earth, heaven, and they give every nation their place to live. That the Chukwu seems young. Yaronaka Joe Biden, number one. We respect him and let him prove that he is the number one because he's Chukwu the captain here. The first address, chapter 1. From verse 1 to end, and the same first address, chapter 2. That TK doesn't from verse 1 to first address, chapter 1, there, and first address, chapter 2. King Cyrus commanded the Jew then to return, but because it is quoted that if you abandon him, you abandon us. That's how he do. He himself will bring people that will kill you there because we have no right to worship any other God. It is his identity. We are his identity. His physical manifestation on this earth. I am Jesus Christ. I have to call him Muhammad. And then attempt, you Christians and you Muslims, any attempt to push IPOP, the owners of this land, the land of the ancient. If you want him to test you, then he tests you. Come out and let us see you. Unconditional release. For the unconditional 7 days. Okay, all the leaders in Biafra, take note. If you are an answer, take note. Don't even say we are looking at your face. You allow us to be butchered like animals. Is it not so? That say it's our professor. All the whole teachings here, and they get them. And what they are telling us is to make sure that this land return. And we know the shit. Then they think if all these governors here don't release our leader 7 days, none of them will sleep in this land. We will burn them down. Then we'll let them send us in that time. That's Taliban. And then we send the Fulani here to kill our people again. When we are fighting it here, we will fight. You see Boko Haram is not. We're part of the test them down. That's size. Okay, but when we go to the weekend, the 7 days ago, wasn't pro number 1. Joe Biden said, "Look at that, America born or down." Naka, Lori, now for now, yeah, OJ, I'm not a little much for Magagan. Oh, well, then I think it doesn't matter. I have France.
Biafra will hear thee. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name, where you're calling from, and do not forget you have 3 minutes for your contribution.
Thank you, my brother. My name is Uzo Chukwu. Thank you this morning for your lecture once again. I always enjoy and learn something from your lecture. You see, hello.
Well,
Hello.
I am with you, and the world is listening to you. Right on.
Hello.
The world is listening to you. Right on.
Hello.
Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just right on. The world is listening to you.
Hello.
I am sorry. We may have to.
Hello.
I'm sorry about that. We may have to take another call. Hello. Good morning, Mazia Zayoba. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi Tarami. Can you hear me from here?
I can hear you loud and clear, and your voice is coming out. The world is listening to you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mazi Tarami. And the African rep, thank you for the job, great job you're doing. Thank you for the news analysis you brought to us this morning. Greetings from here. My name remains Mazi Zayoba. By the special grace of God, I'm serving the indigenous people of Biafra as the deputy European rep and also a member of directorate. Mazi, I was listening to your analysis this morning, and the things that you brought on the table. So I decided to call in because you said a lot of things. So I said, okay, let me add to what you're saying and also put the record straight. Maazi Taranemi, you know, there is gold in the north and other precious stones and the mineral resources that are in the north.
Exactly.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
Is there anywhere the zoo recorded that there is anything like that apart from the crude oil that is coming out from the Biafra land?
No.
Now, our people in the coastal region need to be very, very careful. We keep saying this. And some of them are not, either they are ignorant of it or they just decided to put themselves in the perpetual slavery we are today, and out of misinformation, jealousy, I don't know what it is, because I was reading on the report of the case of 1956 or 57 when the issue of River State, or you call it Port Harcourt as you know it today, was tendered in the court, and it happened. The case was won that Port Harcourt was an Igbo territory, Igbo area, which we have been preaching on this radio Biafra. Regardless who you are in the coastal region, the coast belongs to the mainland. I have made several videos. I have visited other countries here. There are countries that don't have coast, or they were not very close to the coast. They don't have access to the sea or rivers. Nobody can tell you that they fly from the sky or they fall from the sky and met themselves in the coast. The only thing that stops you from migrating from where we are is the ocean. So anybody that found himself in the coast definitely has a relative from the mainland.
Exactly.
The same system that has been in place all these thousands of years that we have been practicing. When you grow up as a boy, become a man, you will leave your father's compound and move a little bit far from your father's compound and build your own house and develop your family. Now, like I've said this, let me use myself here as an illustration. In Ireland, where I reside today,
the family of Oba have extended to Ireland. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Exactly. I think we're having a little network challenge.
Hospitals. Oh. Yes, I'm back. I don't know what the problem is there. So in the next 50 years now, probably when I'm gone, the next 60 years when I'm gone, are you going to tell me that the extension of the family of Oba here, which you relatively found in Imo State, is not a part of Imo State? They are not Imo State. They are not from there.
Of course.
Now, why I'm saying this, exactly, why I'm saying this is that our people, this concept, and this is the only reason that we are in this quagmire and mess that we are today, because our people has been told lie that the people in the coastal region, which is only less than 10 kilometers from my village to Iguacha, or where you are, River State, where you're talking about today, it's only about 15, less than 10 kilometers. Basically, my father used bicycle to come to Opopo. Bicycle to walk in Opopo. They never thought about that our people in the coastal region are different from the people on the mainland. Because they see themselves, some of our people migrated from the mainland, continue migrating, searching for greener pastures, establishing until the ocean stops them. That's where we stop. The coastal region belongs to the mainland. Stop segregating yourself from your people on the mainland. We are the same people. This is why we are suffering. The people in the coast are suffering, and we are suffering. It's only in that region you see south. In the cardinal point here, there was a picture that is making around. I was the one that took that picture in a school here, in a primary school here, where you see all the cardinal points. I posted it, and I asked our people in the coastal region, tell me where is south. Show me where is south. And the British that gave you the name South never use South and teach their people in their school here. Just to fool you, just to distance you from your people on the mainland, so that you will be seeing yourself differently. And they are calling you South, Niger Delta. Imo State, where I come from, was also seen as a Niger Delta, but we are not. Included other so-called Niger Delta, South. And this is why we are suffering till today. Now, the money that they're supposed to use to develop our land from the resources, now they are giving it to one individual. Just give him from now to the next maybe 1, 2, or 3, 4 years. Now they will take to that guy. What do you call him? Is it Ataketom or what? What do you call the guy?
Tompolo.
They will take him. They will take him out the same way they did to Donwani or something like that, and including others. Those guys in Avengers, they killed them. They gave them contracts. They killed them after all. Now they take part of the money and give the people who are killing people, that are kidnapping people, collecting ransom, billions of ransom, collecting ransom from the government. Now they have given them 6 billion for cattle ranching, just to acquire more arms to come and kill people. Now they have given this guy Ataketom small money to go and kill his own brothers. Why the Fulanis are the one that went to Kuje prison, released over 1,000 Fulanis, terrorists that are in Kuje prison. That did not make headline. We are talking about capital city of Nigeria. We are talking about capital state of the country. where there was a jailbreak. Nearly how many thousand? 1,000 inmates, dangerous terrorists were released, waiting, preparing for 2023. Our people are not seeing it. Our people are busy
And
getting little.
Mazi, just to add to
Yes.
what you're saying. Now, just imagine how many military lives it took for those 1,000 Boko Haram, those 1,000 terrorists to be captured and put in that prison. Imagine how many military lives it took. Imagine how much resources. Imagine the efforts that were made. And most of these military lives that were lost are still our people from Biafra land, from Odua land, from Middle Belt. They are the ones fighting Boko Haram. So you can imagine how many of them are dying useless deaths. Useless deaths.
Exactly. This is the reason why we are talking about this here now. This is the reason why we need to let our people in the coast. There's nothing like that. Don't even see yourself as don't even count yourself at this mambo jumbo state creation they put across us. Like I've said, during those days, my father, who just died a few years ago, 2000, who just died a few years ago, told me how they go to Opopo, they go to Igwera, they go to Buguma, they go to Degema. Never one day mentioned that those people are different from us. And the British man all the way from Britain comes and tell you there is South, which they never use the word South in their country here. We are here in their country. They never tried that such nonsense. They never taught such nonsense in the school. Look at the Port Harcourt University shut down. But they told us at the beginning of this year, the same Katrina Lang that is going around negotiating this deal for our people to kill themselves. We are the ones saying that Buhari went to Britain for educational summit. You remember, just earlier this year.
Of course, yeah.
Now, look at it, since nearly 8 months now, the schools are being shut down, universities. Now, Boko Haram have managed to achieve haram, which means forbidding of foreign education, or if you like. They have managed to achieve that without firing a gun. Now there is no school in the East. All universities have been shut down. And people are still sleeping. This guy called Tompolo now went and collected 4 billion to allow Fulani to be taking oil. Why there is gold in the north, nobody is talking about it. Where there is precious stone. I remember 1995 that I was in the north. I visited north. The people who are mining the precious stone and gold, that I never even known about these people. The people who are mining gold of the north, Senegalese. That's where I met Senegalese for the first time in the north. And these things were not even accredited to the national force. Now look at all this money they are giving to Tompolo now. I thought that they have a state security, chief of state security they call governors. Why now going on individual to look after the state, to look after bunkering? And in the process now, they are going to kill our youth that we provide no job for. Ordinary school, basic education, you have shut it down. You have shut it down completely. And now you are bribing one individual to go and kill our people that you provide no job for, no education, no payment, no job, no nothing, no future. This is exactly what they did here in Imo State. Earlier this year, these people went to where our people, where youth are doing, instead of them going kidnapping, instead of them going into robbery, instead of them going into illegal business, they went and they set ablaze where people are doing bunkering in Imo State. Almost 200 people died in that site. And they pretend like they don't know. They know what they did. It was this Fulani sponsored terrorists that went there and burned the place down and set the place ablaze, knowing that place is inflammable.
Yes.
And this is what they are pricing this guy now, Tompolo, to go and do. Like I asked this question. I thought they have the chief of state security, they call governors. Why going on Tompolo? Now, this is to cause more disaffection. This is to cause more rancor. This is to cause more fight. This is to deploy more arm Tompolo to go and kill his own people. Why Fulanis are going into capital and releasing their own terrorist brothers? 1,000 of them, and now they're arming Ebubage and all the rest of them. Why I just choose to call in this morning is because of the topic you raised, just to let our people in the coastal region to be very careful, and they have their eyes on the ball and support their referendum. Support what we are doing. It will be benefit. It will benefit you. These people know what they are doing. They came for destruction. That is what they came for. And they are doing it diligently, using our own brothers. They are doing it using our own brothers, arming them. Don't be the willing tools for them. Why they are releasing their own? And do not support Tompolo. Do not support. Nobody should condone what these guys are doing, because I can't see the reason why they will have the chief security of the state and they will be going arming a young youth to kill themselves, to guide pipeline from here.
Yeah, Mazi, I think you're having some network challenges. That was Mazi Azaoba, a member of the Directorate of States. I think there is a little network challenge. We must continue. Though it was rounding up, we must continue. Let me take this call. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra for Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from, and please, you have 3 minutes for your contribution.
Good morning, Africa. How are you doing?
I am doing very, very good. I am doing well.
Africa, you are doing a great job. Africa, you are doing a great job. Any day that you come on air, you must make difference. My name is Okechukwu. I'm calling from my destination, my location. May God Almighty continue to grant you a favor all around.
You see?
Africa, you see this program I brought this morning is very, very interesting. You're a good lecturer. You see, this the last caller, he just make a lot of impact on this program. Even the last call before this very particular man, they made a lot of sense on their call. You see Tompolo. I don't know, that man have no shame. If he's opening his dirty mouth and telling you, say, now walk, he gets. That man a useless man. I thought that man have sense. What stop for a Fulani government to give him Minister of Petroleum or give him any good job in the government house? It's only security that he want to be guiding. He's not a shameless man. He's a shameless man. This is the man that many years ago, about 10 years ago, I fought with somebody here because of somebody insulting him, said Jonathan is giving him contract. That man, he has no sense. What stop him? What stop for him to give me a very good post in Nigerian government and Nigerian office? Is the only carrying pipeline. So that one, by the way, the same thing Tom Polo is doing, the same thing P2B is doing. P2B is the worst wicked man they have in this life. I don't like someone to be coming out saying that P2B did he did this or did that. That man is the worst human being they ever have. All these promises he's doing. How can he win election in Nigeria? Even though he win election, how can he able to defeat National Assembly full National Assembly? Africa have my happiness that we are there. Continue enlightening our people. I believe that God Almighty will touch them. They cannot use that threat to fight for our freedom. It's only for their pocket they are looking for. May God Almighty continue to bless you. We will continue to lecture us and lecture those that will listen. Thank you very much and God bless. I don't want to waste much of time.
And you too. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
We must continue. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from. And please, you have 3 minutes for your contribution.
Hello, my African rep. Good afternoon from my location. My name is Mazi Omoto. I am very, very happy to speak with you since they changed the African rep from this useless Iberibe. I am very, very happy you picking my call today. And also, I'm encouraging you to march ahead. We are in the right path. You are standing in the right path. Mazim Kalo is God sent to we to be liberated from the shackle of evil called Zoological Republic. Mazi African rep to me, I am very, very happy, and I said, mate, okay, continue to strengthen you for the good work you are doing.
Yes,
I'm following you time with that number. Some time ago, you are not there online. I was disturbed till you came back. I'm very, very happy. Concerning your topic today, it's an encouraging topic. Keep it up. They come from all the way to Fulanjalo to take the water, the resources that belongs to us, and foolishly, shamelessly, to our own person, to take money to guide his own farmland for another, a stranger. It's an shameful thing. They have no thinking. My father vineyard, and a stranger will come to occupy it and call it to be sovereign it for him. What am I? I'm a useless idiot. I don't know what the adjective to qualify myself. I have a farm belonging to my father, and a stranger will come and call me the owner of the farmland. He will take it over from and tell me this is the money for me to secure it for him, so that he will come from Fulanjalo to come and rape it. I'm a useless idiot. I respected Tampolo before, but since all this award they give to him, I see that I see him as a useless. The same thing with Mazi, the one that just speak now, said about P2B. P2B is a worst wicked element to happen to an Igbo man. He went to UK, United Kingdom, and they told him to go back because this position is not for you. There's a people that are meant for it. P2B came back home. He could not call his people. After 3 days, he came to other party, rampaging himself all over the world that is about to rule Nigeria under caliphate. under Sokoto Caliphate. P2B will change Boko Haram that is in military under Caliphate. P2B will reshuffle the police. P2B will reshuffle all the powers that are occupied by the Fulani oligarchy. You see why I call P2B a dictator against Biafra? But the people of Caribbean and that lives in heaven will destroy him beyond, so that he will know that IPOB come to restore the land of the rising sun. Mazi, I still remain loyal to the DOS. I still remain loyal to Mazi Nnamdi Ukwu Kanu. I still remain loyal to all the principal officers that are working assiduously to make sure that our beloved land restored back to the people. Mazi, may God bless you and be with you from now till we meet one-on-one in the land of Biafra, the land of the rising sun. All must hail Biafra.
Biafra will hail thee. Thank you very much. God bless you. We must continue.
Yes, sir.
The caller from Skype.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah, good morning from here. Welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Am I coming out, my brother?
Yes, you are coming out clear.
Okay. Good morning to you, Kimowe Farinemi, and good morning to all Biafrans. You know, the point you treated this morning is very is sad. I am sad. You know why I'm sad? Because well, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Ifan Chukwumada Abuchi, and I'm calling you from the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Why I'm sad about what is going on is because in my secret imagination, I was hoping that government, that's he's a guy name. I was hoping that Tom Polo is just laying low, waiting for, when he's needed or when it is imperative for him to come out for what we are doing. I didn't know that he's one of the stomach infrastructure freedom fighters or resource control seekers. So since I had that 30 up to 30 people of us, our youth, we are slaughtered in the creek. I haven't been very quiet in my thinking, because I'm thinking if he will participate, or if fellows will participate in such a thing, I'm wondering where are we? Because I was thinking that he is, or him and others like him would be our backup if things goes wrong. But I want to touch something. I want to say something, and I mean no offense here. I want to emphasize that what our European Deputy Rep was saying, that the coast belonged with the mainland, not to the mainland, because these things are very sensitive. Before they say, hey, I told you Igbo people want to take the coast, it means that we are the same people. It doesn't mean that the coast belongs to Igbos. So they are our people who migrated southwards. There's no gainsaying that. Of course, we know the court decision that says that Igbocha it belongs to the Igbo mainland. That was a historical fact. But we must tell our people in the coast that what our European rep meant is that, this thing is not our language. No matter how good you're in it, sometimes there's always room for misinterpretation. So I'm telling our people in the coast that we belong together. You don't belong there, and we are belonging there. We belong together. I was hoping that when Asari having lost his mind,
he was saying that nobody can go and get it easily for themselves, either his own nation or Igbo nation, that we have to do it together and then work together and then negotiate our modus of coexistence after the event. But he lost his mind because if you remember what
he didn't lose his mind, Mazi. The thing is that these people, they know the truth. Okay, so he was actually saying the truth that he knew. Okay,
yes.
So what happened was after maybe some little misunderstandings that happened, he went back to his vomit. So whatever he's doing now is not because he doesn't know the truth. He knows the truth. And then he was saying the truth that he knows, because what he was saying was the actual truth. So he just went back to his vomit and accepted bribe and just want to survive on the blood of our people. He doesn't just care, but he knows the truth.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that having said this, it's not too late, like you said, my brother, for Ateketon, Tompolo, and other strong men we have in the coast, including Asari, because it's never too late to wake up from whatever money you are giving you. How can you buy into a contract that will dispossess you and be giving you stipend? 4 billion naira may seem as a big amount, but remember that the Nigerian government gave the Miyetti Allah 100 billion naira. Where did you think that money come from? And now they're giving in Katsina, is it 6.5 or 6.6 billion naira to establish a private business? Where do you think the money is coming from? And now the Minister of Petroleum is saying that Dangote refinery will give Nigeria enough petrol with some other state-owned refineries that they don't need to import petroleum anymore. Now the question is, why did that contract go to Dangote, who doesn't know where the oil comes from? Is there nobody in the hinterland and in the coast that have suffered more than anybody in Nigeria as per pollution from petroleum? Why can't somebody, or many people, strong men, intellectuals, even petroleum engineers, why can't they get that kind of contract to establish that kind of industry in the coast to give our people job? We're not asking even for stipend or handout. It's to give our people job. Our people in the coast and the mainland must unite to get Biafra. And if you remember, my brother, I know I'm taking time, but listen to this. The organogram that has been published yesterday will show you the intent and the promise of Biafra. We don't want to dominate anybody. No matter what you have under your ground, is yours. Is yours. And we're living in a very civilized era that you know that even if you are controlling it, you'll be paying some tax to the central government to run the rest of the parts of the country and the infrastructure that individuals cannot run. Let's join hand and restore independent and sovereign Republic of Biafra. God bless you, my brother. God bless Biafra.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Our time is fast spent. I am sorry for those that were not able to take their calls. I had to give a little more time to our brother, who is a member of the Directorate of States, because of some important informations that he released. Thank you very much for listening. This is Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast, and my name is Kumowe Tarinimi. Thank you very much, and God bless you.